Hello you guys, welcome to THATO Cooks. On today's video we are making blueberry scones. These are very delicious. You can enjoy them with your tea or your juice, however way you like them. I promise you're gonna love this recipe. Thank you for watching. To make these delicious scones, we're going to need sugar used brown, some fresh blueberries, butter, cold butter, 2 eggs, some salt, buttermilk, baking powder, icing sugar, and some vanilla extract. And lastly, we're going to need 4 cups of household flour. To get started with the mixing, we're going to start by mixing our dry ingredients, our flour, salt, just a pinch of salt. I will put all the measurements in the description box, our sugar, and lastly our baking powder. Please know that it is very important that we put the correct measurement of all the ingredients because we don't want our scones to not turn out perfectly. And as soon as all our dry ingredients are in the bowl, we're going to use a whisk to mix everything together. As soon as I'm done with the dry ingredients, I'm going to add my butter into the mixture. Please note that my butter is straight from the fridge. It is very advisable that you use cold butter when you're mixing the dough for scones. I am using my hands and fingertips to mix everything together until it's going to become crumb-like you can see on the screen. And then just to make sure that everything is crumb-like, I'm going to use my whisk just in case, just to make sure. And now I have added about a cup of fresh blueberries into the mix, and then I'm going to use my wooden spoon, as you can see, to just make a well in the center. And then I'll proceed to mix my wet ingredients in another bowl. I started by adding my buttermilk, then eggs, and then my vanilla extract, and then I'm going to whisk everything together. Please know that if you do not have buttermilk readily at home, you may make your own by adding 1 tablespoon of vinegar into your 1 cup of fresh milk. It's gonna give you just a nice cup of buttermilk. So easy, but I will write it down in the description box. Now that I'm done whisking the wet ingredients together, I'm going to make a mixture of both the wet ingredients and the dry ingredients. So I'm going to pour the mixture in the middle of the dry ingredients and proceed to mix everything using a wooden spoon. Please know that when you're making scones, it is very important that you do not overmix everything, because if you do, your scones are gonna come out flat, and also they won't have a really nice shape that maybe you would like. So it's very important that when you mix, you just do it quickly. Okay, not quickly, but gently, and also not for a long time, because you do not want to make a mess of everything. So as you can see, I am mixing everything together. And yeah, also if you decide that, or maybe if you do not have blueberries readily at home, you may use this dough to make just normal vanilla scones, which are also very nice, and they're also gonna come out soft and yeah, delicious. The dough is now ready, so I'm going to flour the surface where I'm going to work with it so that it doesn't stick. And also I'm going to flour my wooden, what do you call this, my rolling pin. My rolling pin. And then yeah, I'm going to take half of the mixture and place it there on the floured surface, and then I'm going to add a bit more flour on top, just so I'll be able to just roll out my dough nicely. From this half of the dough, I should be able to get about 12 scones, because I'm going to use a round cutter, as you can see. And also please note that I keep on flouring the cutter because I don't want it to stick to the dough. I am now done cutting the dough, so I'm going to place everything on top of my pan. Please note that the pan is buttered. If you don't want to butter it, you can use parchment paper or your own method that works for you. Now my mixture is going to the fridge for about 30 minutes before I bake, because I want my scones to retain the nice shape and also to come out very nicely. Now this is the second part of the dough which I have mixed. So I'm going to roll it into a circle. As you can see, a round dough, let me just say a round dough, which I'm going to flatten using my rolling pin, and then I'm going to proceed to cut with a knife. You will see as the video progresses. And also please know that I'm going to keep on flouring my batter because I do not want it to stick on the dough. I don't want the dough to stick on the knife actually. Let me put it nicely. I'm going to cut triangle shapes of the batter, and then yeah, this is how it's going to look. And also I think you've seen that my pan is also buttered a lot actually. So I'm going to place all the triangle pieces on top of the pan, and this one is also going to the fridge for 30 minutes before baking. It is now after 30 minutes. The scones are ready to be baked. Please note that I'm going to bake them for about 15 to 20 minutes, or until a toothpick comes out clean when you test the scones. My first pan of scones is now ready. And yeah, please know that I had really forgotten to brush off the top of my scones with some milk or eggs. But yeah, it doesn't matter because they still came out very nicely. But don't forget to do that. The second pan is also now in the oven, and yeah, it's also going to bake for about 15 to 20 minutes. Would you just look at how lovely these scones look? I mean, and now my second pan is ready, and these scones look so perfect, guys. Would you just look at that? I'm leaving them to cool down before I start making my icing sugar mix, but I'm happy with how they turned out, even though I forgot to just brush over the scones with my milk or eggs, but I'm still happy. I'm now making the glaze for the soft and buttery and nice scones. I am making the glaze using icing sugar and very little milk, but I will list the correct measurements in the description box. And yeah, I'm going to mix everything together, and basically this is how it's supposed to look. And then I'm going to use a tablespoon to just spread over the glaze on top of the scones. Would you just look at how lovely all these look? I could just eat them from my screen. this is it, guys. I am done with my scones. This is how they look. I really hope that you guys learned something from this video. I really enjoy making the videos for you, even though they are not of the best quality. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing this. I hope that you're gonna subscribe to my channel for more videos, because I post new recipes like every week. And also, please don't forget to like this video, comment down below if you have any comments or tips or just something. Please say something, even if it's a hi. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel. Until the next time, just look at these pictures. This is how the scones look. Bye guys.